Now, from the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Cleveland, Ohio, EA Sports proud to welcome you to Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. Off we go from Cleveland. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run. It's the rookie from Texas Tech. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the game, and that's good for a quick first down.
And his run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. And this will be incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And it'll be 3rd down.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head, because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction, because that defender got both hands on it, but just couldn't come down with the pick.
He'll go right and find his running back. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. This defense is right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Here we go.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Michigan man Mason Graham in there on the stop.
At the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He gets this into the hands of Green. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
This one into the hands of Brown. A 19-yard pickup there. It's a Cincinnati first down.
19 yards.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
Thrown left side, the catch is made, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
On 2, ready? Here we go. 180, stop.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. Now, Burrow. That is caught, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. The thing that stands out to me about this defense, Mike, is they just make you earn everything. They don't concede any downs. You see it here on this last play. Great job here. No gain. Forced third down.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Touchdown number 15 for him on the season. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. On the ground, it's Quinshawn Judkins. And he'll take this up past the 40, pick up the 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up with the one depressor.
From the 41, here's second and 4. From the gun, it's Murray. Defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Throwing again is Murray. This is brought in downfield by Judy. It is a big play for the Browns. 36 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Now it is first and goal. To throw again is Murray. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. start of the second, Browns in control of the football as they come up now, 2nd and goal. It's a designed run for Murray. He will do it himself. He's in. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Browns.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
Here we go.
They bring Chase in motion. They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. They'll try to set up the screen here. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Murray now to throw on 1st down. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Working out of the gun, Murray. Pass caught by Bond. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain of 17 yards. It's a Browns 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On 2nd down, Murray. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. And he will go all the way. David Njoku. Touchdown, Cleveland. distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
This taken around the 11. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go. Cut.
Here's Brown. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From the 31, here is second down and 7.
11-90. 11-90.
Now, Burrow. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And 7 yards to go.
He'll try to get this one on the ground. Call it a gain of 13. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
Typically in a third down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
Play action now. It's Burrow. That one to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding.
Here we go. Stop.
Now second down throw for Burrow. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of
Third
6.
and long.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
Here we go. 11 Thomas. Stop.
Burrow. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
13-yard line.
It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the shotgun, it's Murray. There he goes again. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
On third down, Murray. A tick under 2 minutes until halftime. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. So on fourth down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez, to punt for Cleveland, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
On one, right? Here we go. Stop.
Grab the start on the ground. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll try the right side this time. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never
Gun. Cut. 180. Cut. Cut.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
11 mighty. It's just set. 180. Cut.
Now give on the ground. And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
A run on first and goal. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. So now the Bengals use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. From the 2 now, here's second and goal.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
11.
Brings up third and goal.
Stop.
Throwing here on third and goal. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Bengals. It's his third touchdown catch this year.
You know, he spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Go on.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
Hey.
Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Going deep downfield for Judy. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. They'll start on the ground with Sampson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
2nd down, Murray. Downfield for Njoku. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It is a big play for the Browns. 31 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out at the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Murray gonna look to do it himself. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Now 2nd down throw from Murray. Open man, that is Bond. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. It's a designed run from Murray. They'll put him down right at the 20, but they'll also move the sticks. That is a first down picked up.
Really nice play call there that time. I think early on the quarterback realized pretty quickly, Mike, this is a light box. We got to take advantage of it. They get the right run call dialed up, and they're able to move the chains.
First down throw from Murray. That is caught. What a throw. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Browns.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
They go play action for Burrow. Moving to his left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Right, 80.
Up the middle they go. This will be a short pickup to about the 30. Carson Schlesinger there on the stop.
At this point, we're going to need two hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
This brought in out past the 20. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Murray now on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. He finds Judy on that one. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. That is taken at the 10. And some nifty running on the return. But that's some good yardage before he was taken down. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Brown. He'll bring this up to the 22. Michigan man Mason Brown in there on the stop. Second down, 8 yards to go.
Here we go. Hey, Terrence.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man, downfield, Chase has it. And they will finally get to him, but I think even he knows this one is coming back.
Here we go.
2nd down, Burrow. They'll look to set up the screen here. He's up to the 20. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down.
Stop. 11. Stop.
Back to throw, Burrow. Moving to his right. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Mike Gesicki was the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. On the ground, it's Sampson to start this drive. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
They go play action for Murray. Fires left sideline. That is complete. They get 19 on that pass play. 1st down, Cleveland.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Judkins now as we begin the 4th quarter. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Judkins. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass. And I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
And on 1st down, it's back to Judkins. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the zone read, get to Sampson. A powerful run, just shy of the goal line, but he has picked up the 1st down. It is 1st and goal.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Sampson will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Bengals 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They bring Chase in motion. On 1st and 10, Burrow. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. That is Myles Garrett in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive. Burrow here on 2nd down. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here we go.
Back to the ground after the penalty. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. That one's on Orlando Brown, Jr.
Here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. He'll swing this one out to Brown. This has been a wild sequence of big gainer there. Still not enough for the 1st down.
And it's been this elite pass defense that's made things very challenging for the offense so far, and that's only his 1st catch of the game. But you know, sometimes, Mike, it's just that one play that gets you going, so we'll see if that's the case here.
Gun.
A run now on 2nd down, and he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
On 2. Here we go. 11.
To throw is Burrow. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st down.
Let's get set. 12. Can. Start.
To throw is Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
Complete to number 5, T. Higgins. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his man Brown. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Now the Bengals are going to call the 1st of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
Here we go. Start.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get about 5. Now, 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. This one complete to Higgins. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
And it's 3rd down.
Start.
They'll run. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
What a nice drive this continues to turn out to be. I mean, to continue to maintain possession and sustain this drive, you can feel the defense is starting to wear down. So they had an opportunity there to get off the field and come away with a third down stop, but they pick up just enough and get a fresh set of downs.
Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They'll come up now for second down.
Gun. Stop. 180.
Burrow to throw. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
I can tell you from experience, Mike, that is going to be on his mind the rest of the week. It's one thing to drop a ball. That's going to happen every now and then. But when you do it and it takes away a touchdown, man, that stings. So we can talk short-term memory all we want. I can promise you, this guy, he's hoping to get another shot at it.
Here we go. Stop.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Higgins sent in motion. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
So the key to this fourth down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge fourth down stop.
So it's a win for the Browns. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their two scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The dog pound's happy. It's a win for the Browns.